What's up, guys? What's going on? Brian here from Turk Music. Hope you guys are all keeping well, keeping safe, keeping creative during this lockdown period. Okay, so during this 21-day lockdown period, I've decided I'm gonna give you guys some tips, some tricks that I use in my own studio. Also, go through some of the gear that I use personally that I would recommend for you to use in your home studio setup. A lot of guys think putting a studio setup together is very expensive and difficult and complicated, but it actually isn't. There's quite a few options out there that are not just cost effective, but also of good quality. Okay, so firstly, let me start with some of the gear that I have set up here. For my Midi controller, I'm using a Complete Control S61. You don't have to use something so expensive or so hectic. MIDI controllers start off from about $9.99 for your most basic. That would be like a SC25. I'm going to throw a few links in the description of this video so you can check out some of the gear that I'm talking about. SC25, 25 key micro key MIDI controller, comes with a few sounds and a few plugins that you can install on your computer and use. You also get one from Native Instruments. The smallest one, it's a M32. It's a 32 micro key smart controller. Very, very cool keyboard. I have one. I'll probably do a video on that one a little bit later. So that's what I use for my controller. But like I said, there's many options starting from about $9.99. If you're in South Africa, of course. And then for my microphone, I'm using a SL Electronics 2200 microphone. So this one is a little bit on the mid-range side. A good studio condenser microphone will start from about 1,999, which would be the SE Electronics X1A. SE Electronics X1A studio microphone. Very, very cool condenser microphone. It's one of the basic ones from SE Electronics. I'll put the link in the description so you can read up and find out some more information about this condenser microphone. I'm also using this little isolation pack that comes with the SC2200. So this little pack here will cost you about $9.99, but you can get a pop filter. This is a metal pop filter for about $6.99, and this is really cool because unlike that mesh pop filter that you get from these other brands, this one is metal, so you could actually clean it. After using it a few times, you could clean it so it doesn't smell bad or whatever. And also in this time with this coronavirus going around and all that stuff, you can be more sanitary with your studio equipment. So you can actually sanitize this metal pop filter. That's the isolation pack that I'm using here. That's the shock mount, and that's the pop filter. I'm also using this Rode PSA-1 arm. This is good for YouTube videos, podcasts where you need to sort of move your mic around. And this is a bit expensive. It's a bit on the expensive side, about 2,500 rand, somewhere there. But it's a really good microphone arm to use if you're into podcasting or if you're into YouTubing and stuff like that. So that's what I'm using. Otherwise, in your studio, it'll be ideal to use a normal microphone stand, boom microphone stand, that you can mount your reflection filter on. A reflection filter would be something like this. This is from SE Electronics. It's basically a vocal booth, a portable vocal booth. I'm just going to open it up quickly so we can have a look. So this is what it looks like. All right. It's got this acoustic foam on the inside, which basically gives you a sort of dry environment around your microphone so that you don't get too much of a room effect. You probably notice I've got quite a bit of a room effect in my audio right now because I'm recording in a big room. But if you have this behind your microphone, this sort of helps your voice to sound kind of dry as you record. This is a limited edition one, limited edition red. You get a limited edition white as well. And this technology is unique to SE Electronics. A lot of guys have tried to copy it and tried to make their own versions of it, but this is the original reflection filter. So the Reflection Filter Pro, which is the big one, is their patented technology, which is what they use in their smaller ones as well. So that's for your vocal recordings. And then what I'm using as my audio interface is the UR22. This is a very cool audio interface that has Yamaha preamps in it. Very cool for streaming as well. There's quite a few things that this little guy can do. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video so you can have a look at what this particular audio interface can actually do. That's what I'm actually recording this vocal through. All right, that's my audio interface. And what else do I have here? I've got my little nano control. That's for later when I want to do my mixing. This little guy is going to help me. Instead of using my mouse, I can just plug in this little controller and it can help me with my mixing. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm using, but now I'm gonna give you guys some suggestions on what you could get for yourself, especially if you're working on a budget. So for your most basic sort of setup, which would be audio interface, microphone, headphones, I would suggest the AudioBox 96 Studio, which is from PreSonus. I don't have it here, but what I do have is the i2 Studio, which is similar. Okay. Similar in that it's an audio interface, microphone, headphones, and software. Studio One Artist, the full version, which comes free in every PreSonus recording pack. The only difference is that this is the i2 Studio, which basically allows you to plug in your interface into your iPad. So you can work off of your iPad, as opposed to the AudioBox 96, which you have to use with a computer or a laptop. So the AudioBox starts from about $4,500. I'm sure if you search hard enough, you can find a good deal out there. But about $4,500 for your AudioBox 96 Studio. I forgot to mention that I'm using the Aries E 4.5 studio monitors, but PreSonus does offer an even smaller studio monitor, which would be the Aries E 3.5s, which are the ones that come in the AudioBox 96 Studio Ultimate Bundle. That is the AudioBox 96 Studio Ultimate Bundle, which is basically your audio interface, your headphones, microphone, software, and the 3.5 studio monitors. So this one, you're looking at about $6,999 or so. But basically, all the packs range from $4,500 to about 9,000 Rand. So this one is basically just inclusive of the studio monitors, then you can get an upgrade where you add a Midi controller to it, a 49 key Midi controller to it. Yeah, and then you get the Atom Producer Lab, which is basically the same thing except it includes a drum pad, a drum pad controller. If you're into, making beats, and you want something that you can input your beats, like a drum pad, that sort of thing, it's really cool. Then, if you are trying to get into a bit more higher quality of sound, you're looking at the Steinberg UR22 recording pack. This is pretty much the same thing. Audio interface, like the one that I have there, headphones, and microphone. Obviously, this is a slightly better interface in terms of the preamps that you get on this one. The microphone also slightly better than the M7 in the PreSonus audio recording pack. It also comes with Cubase AI. Cubase AI is basically Cubase for your iPad. Cubase Wavelab LE and Cubase LE. Those are light versions of Wavelab and Cubase. Yeah, it's a pretty cool pack that you can use to sort of get going with your home studio. And that's pretty much what I had to share in terms of your own little home setup. If you're quarantined like me, it can get a little boring if you don't have anything to use to sort of be creative and make music and record podcasts and things like that. So it might be worth investing in some really cool equipment that you can use at home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the gear. I'm also going to put some links and some more information about all the gear that I've showed you guys today. And yeah, I'll be throwing out some more videos on each item, getting into a bit more detail. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and share this video with everybody that you know, that you care about. And yeah, stay safe, guys, and stay at home, and we're going to get through this. Peace.